Guys, welcome back to Broke Not Broken. I'm Shannon, and today we're going to discuss what I've learned during the pantry challenge that I'm still doing. All right, number one, use up what you have, ladies. Stop throwing your food out. If you have birds, feed the table scraps to your birds if they're not laying. Stop asking where you get new feed from. Use what you have. That's what I've done. Stop using more than 5 ingredients in a, meal. You don't need to use 30 ingredients. No more than 5. That's the reason I don't show what I cook, number one. I'm not really into pretty. As long as it's edible and it tastes good and everybody's fed, we're happy. Another thing, portion sizing. People are forgetting that you don't need, a 30-ounce steak for dinner for one person. Stop doing that. Cut that steak in half. Cut it in thirds. That's what you need. That's how I'm doing well on this. Okay? Making do with less. Less. Have I lost weight on this? 4 pounds. Now, I'm drinking a lot more water. I'm not buying pop. I'm not buying any of those things and haven't for... I don't even know how many days. We're almost at 30 now. And I still have an arsenal of food. Other thing I've learned during this challenge is I had 4 bags of flour here, unopened, all bought the same day from the same spot, and they were bought the end of December. I went to make bread, because I'm not allowed to go and buy bread. I'm only allowed to buy milk. Or use the bread that's in my freezer that was previously purchased. Now we've blown through that bread. So I'm making bread. I've made bread for years. Yeast proofs. Bread doesn't levitate. That was bag number 1. I checked to see if it had a smell, if it was rancid. It was brand new. Open a different bag, did the same thing. Bread didn't rise. So I've done this now. I'm on my 4th bag. Bought the same day. And guess what? It will not rise. So I reached out to a couple of friends of mine who are also, into making their own bread and bagels and different things, and they had the same problem. Now, I do have what's left of the bag here. I am using it to make pita bread for salsa and chips for the kids because they don't care if it's fluffy or not. I mean, we're just using it for that. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you can actually see the date on this. Now, I am Canadian. I don't know if I got a bad batch of flour. I don't know what's going on with it, but I just thought it would be food for thought for you guys. So if you're having a problem with it, I'm not going to buy this brand again. I can tell you that much. So here's the date on it. It's good for another year, guys. Other thing, I had jar failure. I've never had jar failure. After further investigation and talking to other friends, they're having the same problem. Now, I have been buying these lids right here for over 10 years. The difference between these lids is the gaskets are thinner. This is more flimsy. And the box says up to 18 months. The other thing that happened is my chickens all of a sudden stopped laying. All of a sudden. Now, I gave them a break in the fall. Just a little break while they were molting. And that was fine. They were still eating the Rolling Hills feed. And, we get an egg a day. All of a sudden, we changed to another brand because the supplier no longer carries that brand. The girls ceased. There was no eggs coming into my house. So what I've done, and what you all should be doing, is saving those table scraps and feed it out to your birds. I also took them out some cat food and some tuna, and within 24 hours I had eggs. So there's that. So something's going on with the feed. I don't know if they've changed the protein. I don't know what they've done, but this is a tinfoil hat thing. Take it or leave it. I'm just going with, I'll continue to feed them the scrapings off our plates with their mash, and they've been doing well. So I have 6 girls now. We had 1 pass. We're getting between 5 and 6 eggs a day. Now, it was minus 30 for a couple days last week. So, you know, they don't typically lay, but they did. They laid 6 eggs on a minus 30 evening. So there's that. Okay, the other thing I'm doing is meal stretchers. So if I cook a pork tenderloin, now I had a giant pork tenderloin that took up a whole roasting pan, I will divide that into 7, 8, 9 meals. This is meal number 4 off of this one tenderloin. Now we ate it with Buddha bowls. We ate it in sandwiches, my husband and I, and now I'm making it into a stew. Now I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I used from my pantry to do this. Now I'm a big crock pot cooker because I have 3 boys. So I have the last onion that I have in there. I have carrots. I have potatoes that I put up, and 4 big slices of tenderloin chopped up in there with some water, some rosemary, and salt and pepper. The key is the seasoning, guys. It doesn't need to be fancy. Other thing, guys, I only have a 1/4 cup of butter left. Now, I bought this butter the beginning of January before I even started this challenge. What am I going to do? I'm out of butter. Am I going to run to the store? Not this, Mama. I don't give up that easy. We are going to reach down here and we're going to grab some lard if I need butter. And if I'm baking, say a cake, and I don't have, you know, lard left, I might have to use the applesauce, I guess, to fill in the gap, or some mayonnaise. Easy to look up online, ladies. Easy substitutions. So for those of you who are giving up because you're out of condiments or you're out of things like that, it's all about planning. Plan ahead. You know, I didn't go into this challenge without seeing it as a challenge for my small homestead. Now, I don't have the means that some of you have. I don't have the land that you have, nor the storage that you have. And I don't understand why you're giving up the ghost before it even gets hard. Now, I'm going to keep going on this until either the last can is gone or we're out of meat, or Jason tells me I have to stop. So I still have to figure out what I'm doing with that canned squash that I have out there. I'm the only one who likes it. The boys don't enjoy it. So we're going to have to try to figure out how to hide it, do something with it. I don't know. I haven't figured that out. So for those of you who are sitting on the fence here, who are doing the pantry challenge and are about to quit, don't quit yet. It hasn't even gotten challenging yet. You just went through the easy stuff. You know, you ate the things that you liked. Now you're into the stuff that might be a little bit difficult. Let's do the difficult together, me and you. All right? That's a challenge, ladies. Come on. By making this challenge more interesting, I'm going to let you guys know what I'm out of. I only have about 2 cups of flour left, and at this point, I'm down to the last probably 6 cups of sugar, white granulated sugar. I do have other sources of sweeteners in my house, such as brown sugar, powdered sugar, honey, and maple syrup. So we have those. We are down to our last can of coffee, and we're currently using it. I do have instant coffee. My husband does not enjoy it, but we do have that. So I'm running out of those things. But can I still make stuff with what I have in the arsenal? I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to give you an updated footage of the island and the pantry right now. And so you guys can see exactly what I have on my shelves. The only thing that's not in the video is the pasta cupboard, which is above the stove, because it's really, really, really hard for me to get up there. I kind of need Jason because I'm short.
you.